What's up, Capital G here? We got ourselves some Spirit Warrior leaks that I am actually pretty excited about. Obviously, we knew what the main archetypes were going to be in this set, but I was really starting to wonder and get a little antsy as to what else was in this set, like what other supplemental cards were going to be in here. Clearly, we've got the Weather Painters that are going to premiere, and Spirit Warriors by far what I'm the most excited about of the three archetypes. This is the one that I play primarily on my stream of the three, and I'm going to do two Weather Painter deck profiles. Not exactly sure when. Got to give me some time to get the cards, but I'm not going to have just one, but two of them. And we've got Magical Musketeers, and then we have the new Samurai support, which old archetype, new support. So let's go ahead and break down the leaks, not only the new cards and their rarities, but then obviously reprints of the old cards as well. We got Weather Painter Snow, secret rare. She is, for lack of a better term, the Stratos of the deck. You summon her, and she allows you to activate any of your Weather Painter spells and traps straight from your deck. Usually you get your snow canvas, you banish your snow on the field, and not only do you go +2 because you get a monster, but then you get to summon her back in defense mode because she does have 0 attack, so she actually becomes very safe. You run 3 copies of this card. She's your play starter. We've got a secret rare copy of Shi En in here, definitely necessary for the newer players. Would have been better if Six Samura got a Link monster instead of a shitty contact fusion, but whatever. Not going to complain about that. Magical Musket Cross Domination is secret. From what I've seen, you run 3 copies of this card. Not only is it like basically Effect Veiler for the deck, but you know, it's like Fiendish Chain and Effect Veiler, but on crack because it takes the monster's attack and defense down, so your opponent can't even stall against you, and it can be used during the damage step. So as long as your opponent's monsters can be targeted, this card is just something that wrecks them. Run 3 of it. We got a whole bunch of trap reprints. Let's see, we have everything from Scrap Iron Scarecrow, we've got Double Edged Sword Technique, we have Backs to the Wall, Magatama, Battleground Howling. Tellarknights used to experiment with that way back in Dojo Alliance era. I don't understand Beckoning Light, because this makes me think Konami never even played Magical. Like, they haven't even tested it. They just threw this shit in here randomly, because the whole concept around the Musketeers, right, is to get a bunch of spells and traps, not have to put them on the board where they're susceptible to spell and trap destruction, and just keep them in your hand, keep your opponent guessing, and your opponent never knows if you're going to activate something, if you're bluffing or what. Why would you want to throw away all those spells and traps to get monsters that can't be used during your opponent's turn from the hand? Like, that doesn't make any sense. The only monster that Musketeers could run that could be used from the hand that's light would, you know, I guess objectionably be honest. So like Beckoning Light makes absolutely no sense in this set. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they didn't actually play the deck, but I don't really think that that makes sense. Also, Miraculous Descent. What is this in here for? Like, I don't really get that one either. Some of these I don't think make a lot of sense, but it's fine. We have the Weather Thundery Canvas. This is your Grand Mole card. It's your primary source of defense and Weather Painters. Mainly used with Kaijus. It's actually broken with Kaijus, because if your opponent has a big monster like a Masterpiece or a Sleeper, you kaiju that monster, then you flip this over, and you can even take like Snow. She has 0 attack, but it doesn't matter because this activates before the damage step. You crash it into the kaiju, you banish your Weather Painter, kaiju goes back to your hand, and then you get your Weather Painter back during the next standby phase. So you basically just plus. It's like the first way. I mean, it's basically what Yosenjus do, but kind of better, because you're not completely reliant on one monster effect, because multiple monsters can get this effect. So I actually love this card. I think it's a 2 or a 3. I think I run 3 in my build of Weather Painters because I run Desires and I don't want to banish all my copies, but I think you can get away with 2 if you don't run Desires. We've got Secret Six Samurai Hatsume. She's a secret rare as well. From what I've seen, her and Fuma are the best ones. Magical Musket Mastermind Zakiel. Secret rare, but I don't think anybody runs this card, mainly because look at that star count, bro. All the Musketeers are very low levels, like 3 and 4. Thus, you can use them with Ties of the Brethren. You could normal summon them, but you can't do that with him. So even though he is, I guess, the quote-unquote boss monster, I don't think anyone's going to play this card. Maybe it may only be a $1 card. Then we've got the Showstopper right here. You might see this card in the thumbnail of one of my videos, let's say by Tuesday. I've already got something planned on Sunday, so we'll shoot for Tuesday. Best artwork in the entire set by a, like, mile. She is gorgeous. I kind of wish she was a rank 2 and maybe 2000 attack, it would be easier. But I think I'm going to start running Soul Charge and my Weather Painters because that's what they do in the OCG, and I think it makes her a lot more achievable, or at least when you go into her, then you can just Soul Charge all your shit back and then you'll be good, because she does give your monsters Infernity Barrier, and you can summon the Weather Painters. When you summon them back, you can summon them in any zone you want. So, you know what I mean? Her arrows, her link points all point back towards you. So you're going to have her effect locked and loaded for as many monsters that you have on the field. So she's pretty dope. I think she'll be she might be the most expensive card in the set, honestly. And I think she's only going to be like $8. And then people will realize you only need one of her, and then her price will probably go down. We've got Magical Musket, Fiendish Deal. I believe that's the continuous trap that makes it so the Musketeers cannot be destroyed by card effects. We got some really nice super rare reprints. Six Samurai, United, Smoke Signal, and Gateway, I believe, are all super rare. And then I think that Dojo and Asceticism might be common. This is really good for anybody interested in Six Samurai, because, I mean, these cards used to be very expensive, especially the super rare copy of United. So these are all going to be extremely cheap cards. We've got the shitty Fusion Monster that should have been a Link Monster. I'm not going to talk about that card because it's garbage. We have Secret Skills of the Six Samurai. It's a pretty decent card. I think it's like a one-of. Very much akin to like Asceticism. It's a secret rare as well. Basically, give up one samurai, go into a different one. So if one of your samurais is going to die, if it gets targeted by something, a nice way to avoid that. We've got Magical Musketeer, Kidbrave. I believe that this and Shooter Casper are like these are your primary. Actually, is he Destiny Draw? He is Destiny Draw. Yeah, he's not your starter. Casper is the starter. I was just looking at it. I was like, I think this is the Destiny Draw one. Okay, so this is not necessarily your playmaker, but I do see people normal summon this a lot. And I mean, I guess any card can be a playmaker in this deck if you do have, if you do have Ties of the Brethren. I feel like a lot of people lose because they try and activate this guy's effect multiple times. I feel like he's kind of use his effect like once, get your hand set up right, and then don't use it again, because then you're drawing brick cards, and you probably need like those Magical Musketeers in your hand. We got a whole bunch of common reprints. Kizan, Grandmaster, Hand of the Six Samurai for anybody who's still in 2011. Kageki is always going to be pretty good in Samurai, in my opinion. Not only it lets you unload your hand, then it gets 1500 attack. Then we have a whole bunch of super rares. We have Magical Musket, Steady Hands. This is the one that doubles the original attack. We have Sunny Canvas. I'm not even going to front. I have no idea what Sunny Canvas does. 99% certain that it's garbage, because if I don't run it, it's pretty bad. Like, if I don't even know what it does, it's bad. We've got the Cloudy Canvas. This is the one that can half a monster's attack, not just your monsters, but your opponent's monster. That monster can attack directly, so you can cut one of your opponent's monsters down to size to get over it if you don't have a kaiju. Snowy Canvas, which is the best card. This searches for any weathery card, or it's probably going to say weather card. I can't read it here, but it's probably going to search any weather card, because it searches spells, traps, and monsters. So this is the card you always want to see early. Then we have Rainy Canvas. This is the one that bounces spells or traps. Mainly useful if you have It's best. Its best, I would say, situation is if you have anti-spell fragrance, because then you can really slow your opponent down, and you can make it so it takes them forever to activate spells. Photon Veil, not sure why this is in here, to be honest. Then our final card is the Weather Painter Thunder, another 3-of in the deck. Basically, Thunder, Rain, and Snowy. Those are the ones like you pretty much run 3 of. Some people run Sunny. I mean, he alright. Like, I don't really run him. He's like, I think he's 1600 attack. He's probably a super rare or something like that. Looks like Thunder's a secret. Thunder is 100% like an absolute just a 3-of, because if you do open up with like anti-spell and you don't need it, you're playing against like Paleo, give that shit up and get one of your core cards. So whatever you guys think, I'm pretty sure that's it, right? Yeah, now we're going into OCG Magical Musketeer list. Shout outs to Facebook. Italian Yu-Gi-Oh, but I don't think Italian Yu-Gi-Oh, they got this from somebody else. But whatever you guys think, leave it in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already, and turn on that notification bell for daily videos. Hold up, before we end the video, I gotta show you guys this. I actually stumbled upon this on Carlancho's store. This is a full breakdown of all the cards that I actually just covered, and it's kind of crazy. I feel a little stupid because I said that a bunch of those cards look like they were commons. It appears that, yeah, Spirit Warriors is one of those sets where every single card in the entire set is like either a super rare or a secret rare. I guess very similar to like the Secret Forces way back in the day that gave us the Ritual Beast, the Necros, and the Yosenju archetype. So This is a breakdown of basically everything, guys, but we don't know what everything is. Like we're still missing 10 secret rares, and we're still missing 10 super rares. So there's still 20 cards out there that we don't know what their rarities are, but I will have all of this in the description of this video. This video has been brought to you by Audible. Get a free audiobook download and 30-day free trial at audible.com/MegaCapitalG. Over 180,000 audiobooks to download, and if you get rid of your free trial, you still keep the book. I'm listening to Super Sales on Superheroes by William D. Aaron. Link in the description.